Hi, Tammy. I'd like you to meet Judy Miller, the director of our agency.
Hi, nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
I've invited Miss Miller to sit in on our interview so that she can become acquainted with your qualifications and what you can contribute to the position and to the agency. The interview format will consist of 10 questions. Do you have any questions about the interview process?
I do. I was wondering if you knew how far in advance you'll be able to let me know if I'm hired for the position or not. Do you know how long that'll be?
The decision will be made by the end of the week.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's get started. Why are you interested in the supervising clerk position?
I enjoy the job that I do here now involving billing invoices. I like my job. However, at times it can be a tad monotonous. There's a lot of paperwork involved, and I would love a position that involved a lot more human interaction and challenged me a bit more.
What prior work performance do you have that demonstrates your ability to perform the job?
I have 2 years of experience working here, as well as a bachelor's degree from the University of Washington. And while I was a student there, I had many different jobs in their business department. I did data entry, emailing, paperwork, many different roles. And before I went to school there, I worked for a very large company, and my position there was a records clerk.
What qualifications do you have that will enhance your role in this agency?
I have good people skills, great communication skills. I feel that I'm a leader for the deaf. When I was at the Washington Association for the Deaf, I was a secretary there. And now I'm here doing billing invoices. So I have had a lot of experience, and I feel that people respect me. If anyone needs help, they come up to me, and I'm more than happy to assist them.
This job requires some evening work and occasional overtime, especially as quarterly reports are due. Are you available for evening work and overtime?
I do have family commitments on the evenings as well as weekends, but as long as I'm informed ahead of time, that will not be a problem.
This position requires some public speaking in the form of job training for your employees, internal staff meetings, and larger all-hands meetings. Are you comfortable with that?
I have a lot of public speaking experience. I was a secretary for WSAK, and during that time I had to regularly stand up and give reports and speak in front of an audience, so that's not a problem.
The job will also involve some collaboration with human resources in regards to hiring and firing and any disciplinary action that may become necessary. Would that be a problem for you?
I've never had a supervisory position before. However, I was a chairperson for the Deaf America pageant, and that was in 1996. And while I was on the committee, there was a time when there was some shenanigans going on, and I had to face the issues and go point by point by each rule and face the problem. And I think having that control and experience will definitely help me for this job.
You know that most employees in that department can hear. While we will be providing interpreter services, they will not be on site all the time. How will you handle a situation when an interpreter is not present and you need to speak with a hearing employee immediately?
Well, it's how I've communicated for the past 2 years with hearing coworkers. It's fine. I've grown up deaf, which means I've had to learn to take care of myself and communicate without sign language. I feel that the staff are patient with me and approach me all the time, and I'm comfortable speaking with them anytime.
If an employee came to you and told you that he or she was being sexually harassed by another employee, how would you handle that situation?
I think it's extremely important to gather all of the facts before taking action or getting anybody in trouble. So that's exactly what I would do, and possibly approach someone ahead of me and ask for their advice on what to do.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, I hope to still be working here, and I hope to be satisfied and enjoy the position that I'm in. And my far goal and plan is to hopefully go back to college someday for management. I have had a lot of experience, and that's fantastic, but it's always great to add to your experiences and learn more.
Before we conclude, do you have any questions for us?
I'm curious, if I am promoted to this position, how many people will I be supervising?
There are currently 10 employees in the department, and we're looking to expand the department over the next few years.
Oh, I see. And if I am promoted to this position as well for management, will that affect my benefits?
Well, our managers do earn vacation time at a higher rate. They also receive a $200 increase for a total of $1,000 per year for professional development activities. But I'm sure that Mr. Doherty will be happy to provide more details about these kinds of things at a later time.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks.